celebrating the baby boomer lifestyle. This is Boomer Life on Seg2.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party.
And welcome back to Boomer Life here on Seg650. 6 sleeps before the big day. I'm Sterling Fox, joined in studio by Rhonda Hebert and Tamara Morin from PamperedPets Ultrasonic. And we three are in turn now joined on the line by Inga from Langley. Inga is a customer or client of PamperedPets Ultrasonic who heard about them listening to Boomer Life on the radio a couple of months ago. And, well, Inga can tell us the rest of the story. Inga, hello and welcome to Boomer Life.
Hello, welcome, yes.
Now, you are a listener of this program because, if I'm not mistaken, you were listening to the radio about a month or so ago, and on came Rhonda and our segment on Pampered Pets, and you found it most intriguing. Tell us, pick it up from there, if you would, Inga, please.
Yes, I heard the radio show, and I thought, well, that's for me. I have an old cat. She's 17 years old, and I'm not going to take her to the vet.
Okay.
At one time, I had a bad experience. I took one of my dogs to the vet, and after everything was done, the dog came out of the anesthetic, and then he died.
Mm.
And that really scared me. So I have 3 cats and 3 dogs, and the reason why I decided on this kind of natural approach is that most of them are seniors. So
most of your animals are seniors. Okay,
yes,
sure.
They're seniors.
Right. Well, and all the more reason to be concerned about sedation, right, Inga?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Yes. So Rhonda and her assistant came to my house as the animals feel much more secure and at ease in their own environment. So they examined my 17-year-old cat,
Right.
and they quoted me the charge, and I agreed to that. And my old cat, Dusty, had never been to the vet for anything.
Okay.
She had never had her teeth cleaned and recently stopped eating dry food, only wet. And
that's an indication to the
off.
owner that when the animal can't eat the dry food anymore, you know there's something wrong with their teeth, don't you?
Yes. Oh, I do.
Yeah.
And at this point, I knew there was a problem.
Sure.
So the ladies set up their equipment and started working on Dusty. And they all work on the floor. They have quite a setup, and they're unique in their way of treating the animals.
Okay.
Well, within a short time, I couldn't believe it. My old cat had beautiful white teeth, and the buildup was gone.
Right.
And the gums looked very healthy. Now, that's quite a compliment for a 17-year-old cat.
It sure is.
Yeah, she's smiling now every day. Yeah, and then I have some more cats, of course, 3 other cats, and that's for Elsie and friends. And the result was, to my amazement, the cats did not mind at all to be pampered.
Oh, so once the oldest cat had had her teeth cleaned, you decided, well, that went well, let's try the other cats.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
And they used a paste, actually, around the gums and on each animal to numb the flesh with chamomile, St. John's wort, and valerian root. And to me, that right away appealed, because those are all natural products.
Absolutely.
And I only believe in them.
Okay.
And then they started with the dogs. My dogs are 6, 12, and 14.
Oh, okay. So once the cat, so the ladies did all the cats.
Yes.
And were the dogs at this point kind of hanging around going, gee, that looks like fun?
Yeah, we had them actually locked away, and each dog was taken out as he was treated. Now, Kisa, which is one of my dogs, she had a piece of wood stuck in between the tooth and the gum.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, I would have never discovered that.
Of course not.
Yeah, and that alone could have caused a big problem.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that was quickly removed with the machine they have, and the dogs did not mind the procedure. They were just at ease. I couldn't believe it. And the ladies were very professional, kind and gentle. They're also very knowledgeable.
It's interesting that you would
talk with them about anything, and they know.
And I'm talking to them about everything I can imagine, and they know pretty much everything that I throw at them. Inga, it's interesting that you at the end of the procedure, in which several cats and several dogs were treated by Tamara and Rhonda, that the animals responded equally. I can't imagine in 1,000 years a cat allowing its teeth to be cleaned.
Yes, especially the 17-year-old cat.
No kidding.
I mean, she was so at ease, providing, though, that she was in her environment. She was at ease. She didn't mind at all. She was purring in the end. When they left, she was purring.
Interesting stuff. Now,
my God, I thought that's really something.
Now, Rhonda and Tamara, of course, are sitting here with just huge smiles on their face. They're very much enjoying your appreciation of their work. Did you want to jump in, either one of you two, and ask Inga anything?
Inga, I wanted to say that cat was absolutely amazing. She was wonderful. When we did her teeth in the chicken coop, she just settled right down because, like you said, she was in her environment. And you, as her mother, you're the one who insisted that we do her teeth outside with her where she was comfortable. So that's you as a good kitty mama.
Yes, and not only that, the animals like the owner around,
yes,
so they feel secure. And there is absolutely no problem. So I found that my dogs and my cats have now a beautiful white smile, and this is the only way to have the teeth cleaned.
Well, and what a glowing recommendation, Inga.
Yes,
and especially again, and Ron and I talked about this when on the first program that you heard a month ago that caused you to call them in the first place, and that's the whole matter of the older the creature, the higher the risk when it comes to any sedation issue.
That's right. That's exactly where I shied away from it. I knew there was a problem, but I wouldn't have it done because I knew I was going to lose my cat.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, I have a kind of sad personal story like you do in that regard too. I had a Malamute, an Alaskan Malamute, a beautiful dog. Took her to the vet to do the spaying, and she was put under and never came out. Died on the operating table. She's a young, healthy dog too. Just to stop me cold, I'll tell you. So any pet owner is going to be leery of sedation procedure unless it's absolutely necessary. And sometimes, of course, it is, Inga, but a lot of times it isn't. And why run the risk, right?
Yes. They mostly use too much sedation. That's what the problem is. I found that out with that dog I had put into the vet. There's too much sedation used, and therefore the heart can't take it.
Right, exactly. Well, you've found your solution, haven't you?
Yes. And I have to say, you know, it's always a very upsetting trip for the animals to the vet.
Right.
Just imagine that trip alone. And Rhonda and her friend came, and they only charged me $50 for a house call, which I think is a real bargain. And I'm very, very happy with this kind of treatment, and I would recommend this wonderful service to all animal owners.
Well, Inga, an absolutely riveting testimonial. Thank you so much for taking time to join us this morning. And it's also, I must say, a real pleasure to talk to an actual Boomer Life Saturday show listener, because I'm here every Saturday, and it's nice to know that people are enjoying the show as you do, and more importantly, Inga, listening to some of the good information we pass along in the show and taking advantage of it. Well done.
Yes, you see, you can always learn something. You can be very old and still learn something. There is another way always to do things, And that is the way to go now.
That's right. My kids remind me of that all the time. You're still old, Dad, but you can still learn something. You're never too old to learn, are you, Inga?
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you so much for joining us on Boomer Life. It's been a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you ever so much.
Talk to you soon,
Bye,
Inga.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Well, our thanks to Inga in Langley. Obviously, a very happy Pampered Pets ultrasonic customer. So nice of her to join us on the program today. Rhonda and Tamara and I will continue. We'll talk about pets and all of the food and all of the chaos of the holidays. We don't call it chaos, but I think a lot of our animals would refer to it. And then there's the whole matter of giving pets as presents. We'll get into all of this right after this quick timeout.